Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lisa. I'm an Australian expat living in Amsterdam. I moved here with my husband in October last year, and this is just my channel where I share my expat experience and also some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the transportation system in the Netherlands. I wanted to do this video for quite some time because honestly, when I first arrived here, I found the transport system to be a little bit complicated to understand. Before I continue any further, if you're a tourist who's planning to just stay here for a few days, this video probably isn't going to be for you because I'm really going to focus on the options that are more appropriate for someone who's staying here long term. I'll put some useful links for you down below in the description box and you can check them out. We have a wide variety of different public transport options in the Netherlands. You've got the train, the tram, the metro and the bus. The whole of the Netherlands operates on a smart card travel system. So what that means is that you need a transport card in order to use public transport. You can't use cash to pay for your ticket on the spot. In this video, I'm going to talk about two different types of transport cards that you can buy. The first is called the Anonymous OV-chipkaart and the second is called the Personal OV-chipkaart. I'm going to talk you through what the difference is between those different cards and the pros and cons of each respective card as well. So I'm going to go through the two benefits of the Anonymous OV-chipkaart. The first benefit is that because it's an anonymous card, it's not actually tied to you at all or any of your bank accounts. In fact, anyone can buy this card. You don't need a Dutch bank account, you don't need a Dutch address in order to purchase it. And after you've bought it, you can start using it right away. So that's really handy if you've just arrived in Amsterdam or the Netherlands and you haven't quite got all your affairs in order, but you need to start using public transport. And the second bonus of the Anonymous OV-chipkaart is that anyone can use it. Let's say on Monday, I need to use the Anonymous chipkaart, but then on Tuesday, my husband needs to go somewhere. I can give my Anonymous chipkaart to my husband and he can use that with no issues. It's not just a card for only me to use. However, there are a lot of downsides to the Anonymous chipkaart. First one is that if you lose it, that's it. You're not going to be able to get it back. You're not going to be able to block the card, transfer the funds to another card. That's it. If it's gone, it's gone. So if you're someone who loses things a lot, that's something to keep in mind. The second one is because the card isn't linked to any of your bank accounts, you can't actually enable automatic top up. You have to go and manually top that up yourself. Even though on the website, on the official OV-chipkaart website, it says that you can manually do a top up online. After you've gone through that whole process, you still have to then take your card to a physical ticket machine and load that money that you paid online onto your card. So in other words, I don't see any big difference between doing that and just going to a physical machine and manually topping up your card in person. The website also allows you to create an account, but really all the account allows you to do is check the balance and the travel history of your card, which you could do anyway without creating an account. So again, I'm not really sure what the point of creating an account is. And the final downside to the Anonymous OV-chipkaart is that you can't actually access any personal discounts with this card, and you also can't access any travel discounts or promos with this card. You can buy this card at the airport, NS stations, supermarkets and a few other participating retailers. I've included a handy link in the description box down below if you want to just check out where the nearest sales point is for you. The cost of the card is 750 euros. It's important to note that that amount is just for the card only. You need to actually add additional money onto the card if you want to then travel, and the card and however much you put on that card is valid for 5 years. The 750 euros that you pay for the card is non-refundable. The amount that you load in credit is refundable, so that's just something to keep in mind. You will get that money back if you don't use it all. Now I'm going to move on to the Personal OV-chipkaart. I'm going to start with the downsides of the Personal chipkaart. The first downside is that unfortunately you do need a Dutch bank account and a Dutch address in order to apply for it. You can also only buy this card online on the official NS website, and after you've purchased purchased it, it takes about 7 days before it arrives. So it's not like the Anonymous card where after you buy it, you can just start using it right away. And the third con is that unlike the Anonymous chip card, the personal card is linked to your name. So it's your card. You can't just give it to someone else. Like I can't give my personal card to my husband, vice versa. He has to get his own if he wants a personal card. So yeah, there's less flexibility, I suppose, than the Anonymous card. The cost is the same as the Anonymous OV chip card. It's 750 euros. And again, it's valid for 5 years. But if you stay until the end, I'm going to tell you a way in which you can get around that 750 euro fee. There are quite a few pros or upsides to the personal OV chip card. If you lose the card, then you can block it and then you can transfer the funds into a new replacement card. Unlike the Anonymous card, you can enable automatic top up for your card. You can do all of this online. You don't have to go to a physical ticket station in order to do that. The third really cool upside, you are eligible to rent an OV Fiat, so an OV bike. And not only are you eligible to rent a bike for yourself, you're also eligible to rent a bike on behalf of someone else. So you can rent up to 2 bikes, which is really cool if you're traveling with a friend or with your partner. This is really handy if you're going somewhere and you plan to use your bike when you get to the destination, but you don't necessarily want to take your bike along the whole way from your home to the destination, because that can be a little bit annoying. It does cost a little bit of money though. As of today, 395 euros per 24 hours for the first 72 hours. And my favorite part about the personal OV chip card is that it allows you access to NS Flex season subscriptions or tickets. The NS Flex is a paid subscription that you can link to your OV chip card. It allows you access to a whole range of discounts when you're using public transport across the Netherlands. With all NS Flex subscriptions, one key benefit is that you can access post-paid travel. So instead of stressing about how much money you've got left on your balance or on your card and wondering when you need to top up again, postpaid travel essentially lets you just travel and then you get an invoice later on. So you don't need to worry about how much you've got on your card on a given day. I'm going to show you all the different subscriptions that you can choose from. The first one is a €0 subscription. So that sounds a little bit strange, but essentially what that means is you don't get any travel discounts, but it does allow you to access post-paid travel, which I just talked about. The second subscription is the weekend ticket. This costs €2 per month and it gives you a 40% discount on weekends, public holidays, and it gives you a 40% discount for ticket prices of up to 3 passengers traveling with you during those off-peak hours. The third subscription that you can get, €5 per month subscription, is the same as above, but you also get a 40% discount during off-peak hours on weekdays as well as weekends. I'm not going to go through all of them, but they also have some other season ticket options for unlimited travel ranging from €31 to €356 per month. They've got something for everyone. You might be interested in how the 40% discount works. In our particular case, I have the personal card, but my husband only has the Anonymous OV chip card. I would automatically get the 40% discount because of the subscription that I had. When we arrived at the station, all he had to do was activate the 40% discount on his card via a machine, and that was literally it. All he had to do was like press a button to say, I want the 40% discount. I'm traveling with someone with the NS personal card. And that was it. So earlier in this video, I told you that I would tell you how you can avoid paying for that €750 fee for the personal OV chip card. Essentially, if you pay for any subscription other than the €0 per month seasonal ticket or the €2 per month seasonal ticket subscription, then you'll be able to get the personal card for free alongside the other subscriptions that you purchase. Just to make this really clear, in my case, I went ahead and got the €5 per month subscription. That was the lowest minimum amount that would enable me to get the personal card for free. I bought that. I got a complimentary personal card sent to me by mail. After 1 month, I was able to change my subscription to the €0 per month subscription. So that's something important for you to remember. Even if you've purchased the subscription, you don't have to stick to it forever. After I had switched to the €0 subscription ticket, there was one weekend where I suddenly did need to go somewhere else on the weekend and I wanted to access that 40% discount. I went back on the website and I switched my subscription to the €2 season ticket, and I was able to do that on the spot and it was effective immediately. That's also something to note. If you change your mind and you want to suddenly access a discount, then you can do that right away as well. But after you change, you have to wait another month before you can change again. I hope that makes sense. Now that you know all this information, you can make the best decision for yourself as to what card you need to get. In summary, the Anonymous OV-chipkaart is really great if you want to have something that you can use right away, and also if you don't use public transport that often and you want to be able to share that card with lots of different people within your family or with other friends. But it's not so great if you use public transport quite often. It's also not that great if you're not a very organized person and you're likely to lose your card along the way. The personal OV chip card is perfect if you're staying here long term, and it's also really, really great if you do travel quite often on the weekend or even on the weekdays and you want to access different travel discounts. The most useful apps that you should download when it comes to transport is the 9292 app, which I've talked about earlier. This transport app allows you to basically map out your transport journey from A to B. It also lets you see how much your fare is going to cost and what mode of transportation you're going to be taking, whether that be the tram, the metro, or the train. The second app that I haven't really talked about is the NS app. This app is really useful if you decide to go ahead and get the personal OV chip card. You can manage all your subscriptions via the app. You can also add the Anonymous OV chip card to the NS app as well. So like I said, in our case, I've got the personal card, but my husband has the anonymous card. So I've added his anonymous card to my NS app, and I can use the app to track history and also the balance of the card as well. So that means my husband doesn't have to go online and go through that cumbersome process of finding out how much money he has left on the card.
Stalk your husband?
Yeah, to stalk your husband. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below, and also don't forget to hit subscribe as well. I'm nearly at 300 subscribers, which is really exciting, so help me get to that number. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video, and I hope you have a great week. Bye!